What up, figure freaks? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, we are doing an action figure review. Today we are doing the Mattel's WWE Elite Survivor Series War Games Nick Aldis Build-A-Figure 1, 2, 3 Kid action figure review. Coming around the back of the box, we got a couple things. We got the little stat line here. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, 6'1", 212 pounds, and the 1, 2, 3 kick is his finisher. Got a picture of 1, 2, 3 Kid, Sean Waltman, X-Pac right here. The back, it's got the little write-up. 1, 2, 3 Kid was the sole survivor for his team in the opening tag team elimination match at Survivor Series 1995. Career highlights include World Tag Team Champion, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. Rest of the wave here, I got the Bret Hart. I have no need for the other two, nor do I have need for the Nick Aldis Build-A-Figure. So probably be selling that head. Back side here, we got another picture of 1, 2, 3 Kid. Around the front, we just got that window box. Looks pretty good. Looks like they get the face about right. Let's open this bad guy up. All right, out of the box, still in the plastic molding, we do got this backer board here. Good old 90s looking design there. Into the bin you go. And then we do have the Build-A-Figure Nick Aldis head. Looks just like him. Makes me want to fucking smack him. And then we, of course, got our 1, 2, 3 Kid figure here. He's got the kick boots on, knee pads, the purple singlet, headband. And then we got the extra hands. It almost looks like it's the Too Sweet hands, but it's not. It's actually the devil fingers, metal fingers, extend, the hang loose, whatever you want to call it, those kind of fingers. So not the Too Sweet. We also got the C grippers, and then he's got the fists affixed on there. Let's let this guy loose. All right, out of the box, we got all his accessories here. There's the Nick Aldis head. Looks just like him. Makes me want to punch him in the face. So I'll probably be selling that. And then we got those spare hands. Got the hang loose, metal fingers, whatever you want to call it, hands. And then you got the C grips. And the figure. Get the face looking very close. That's a really good head scan, I would say. Got like a loose piece of hair. So that stuff's kind of flapping out. Back. Like a Jerry curl, we got the headband tied up in the back there, all in purple. Now I believe this is the outfit he wore when he teamed up with Razor, and he and Razor Ramon took on Shawn Michaels and Diesel. Basically the whole clique minus Triple H in the same ring. So good things are gonna happen when you're in there with your friends. Got the paint there. It just says Kid. Kind of some lightning. But on the back it says 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Okay. We got purple, and then we got the kind of gold trim. It's pretty good. Over here we got some white little rub. I'll be able to fix that pretty quick. 1, 2, 3 down the side of the thigh. Little kick boots here. has some like almost like flame effects down there. Knee pads. Of course, he's got the elbow pads and also the red wrist tape. So, pretty nice looking figure. I am an X-Pac fan. He's a Minneapolis boy. I'm a Minneapolis boy. Yeah, go through the articulation here. I'll kind of name off and maybe talk about a little bit about him. Bunch of names. His real name is Sean Waltman. We got X-Pac. We got the 1-2-3 Kid right here. We got the Cannonball Kid. We got the Kamikaze Kid. We also got the Lightning Kid, which you'll see in comparison. You'll see a lot of these. Pac 6 and 6-Pac. So yeah, he had a lot of names. The elbows are pinless. I checked. Stomach crunch. We got the waist swivel. We got the hip joints. Pops out like that. Does the splits. And this guy's had some great matches, like when he went up against Bret Hart. Lost for the, I can't remember, the championship belt, maybe Intercontinental, but it was one hell of a good match. And the match against Razor too, when he went up against Razor, and you'll see him in his Blue Lightning Kid outfit, and that's who he was and the outfit he wore against Razor. The knees, I believe, are pinless. Yes, they are. We got the boot cut. And then we got the pivot and tilt, I think. There we go. And those kick boots there. So pretty nice looking figure. I'm gonna have to doctor this up here. Let's see what I can do. Be back shortly. In the meanwhile, we talked about all of his names and some of the things he did. We're gonna show you a couple clips of things that X-Pac is into.
Let's go! X-Pac! Think you can tell us what to do? Yeah.
Pac. Way too small.
Kurt had it. Big Bush.
You're not her landscaper, I take it, right?
No,
You
but
know
that was
nothing-
the fucking word out of the fucking ladies' locker room. That was a whole different world there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she's apparently had the fucking full fucking crabgrass fucking bush gardens going.
It's coming back, isn't
What
it?
the
She's
fuck,
bringing
man?
it back.
Trim that shit. Mow that lawn, baby.
Was it heroin or meth?
No. I did some Nubain. A lot of guys have been doing Nubain at one time, and then I started.
Yeah, that's some funny stuff. I just think X-Pac's interviews are some of the best, and he's a funny guy. He's kind of an advocate for weed, maybe not so much as like RVD, but he is well known as a pothead. I think, you know, Kevin Nash and X-Pac and RVD and probably Bret Hart would all have a very good time together. So this is the outfit that X-Pac or 1-2-3 Kid wore when it's the gear he wore when he and Razor tag team versus Shawn Michaels and Diesel. So just to get that straight, let's do some comparisons real quick. I think the rating I'm going to give this guy is a 6.8. He's just under a 7. It is nice paint, except for that little part back here, which I think I kind of fixed. I'm just waiting for this shit to dry. But otherwise, really nice looking figure. They really captured that face sculpt super good. It seems Mattel is pretty good at capturing X-Pac, 6, whoever. They got his face scan down really good. So, most of the ones that I have, they really look like him. And he has different looks, whether he's got the goatee or the full-on beard. Let's go through the comparisons here, starting with this one. This is an oldie. It's the DX singlet one. He's got the European Championship belt. Kind of an older sculpt on the face there. Looks a little bit like him. He's got that blue bandana. Kind of the standard look he started to wear during DX as well as NWO. Speaking of which, you got that fan channel, Amazon exclusive NWO. What is X-Pac got in his hand? What could that be? I don't know. I think this is removable. Yes, it is. So this is not a bad face sculpt. Got his NWO, the shorts and the t-shirt. This is a great looking figure from top to bottom. And it's a little bit older. Then we got another DX. And he's got the helmets. There he is doing the little crotch chop. Suck it. I really like what Razor used to do more, where he'd be like, where is the party? Where? Down there. And he'd kind of do the chop down here. Anyway, we got this guy who is kind of a 2-in-1 figure. They got the DX and the singlet on underneath here, but then you can just throw on the Generation X, DX, overshirt, sleeveless. Throw on this helmet with the big X on it, sunglasses, and boom. You're sucking it. Here we got another X-Pac. Doing the chop once again. Looking all big. There was a time where, you know, he was like this, and the Lightning Kid, and he was just a scrawny dude. So when he went up against Bret Hart, he was pretty scrawny. When he hit NWO, he was pretty big, and was probably maybe on the gas. I'm pretty certain. There's that guy back there. Then we got the Lightning Kid. Now this is the gear he wore when he ended up beating his buddy Scott Hall, who was Razor. Pretty cool though that he is the only guy in all of wrestling that was part of two of the bigger factions, more well-known factions. He was in the NWO as well as DX. So he was in the two factions that kind of started the Clique, or was connected to the Clique. Alright, we got one more version of Sean Waltman, and that is 6. This was, I think, the more recent Monday Night War, and I really like this figure a lot. They got the face perfect, they got the hair's looking good, and all his black. He still has that kind of lightning effect on his gear. Pretty cool knee pads. They're kind of like the skater pads. Kick boots, of course. Pretty rad. So, I'd say with exception of this and this, they all are really good head sculpts, you know. I think if you want to go in order here, Lightning Kid was first, and this one, this one, that was this one, and then he went back to WWE. Oh wait, no. He was 6 in NWA. We got Welcome Back, and then we got this, and this. I think this is the look he had when he was pairing up with Kane. become the tag team champions. So I think that's how it goes, going from youngest on the left to oldest. So, hell of a good career, and he's known as one of the most underrated wrestlers out there. So, there's that. Put in your pipe and smoke it. I'm sure X-Pac would help you out with that. We'll bring in some non-X-Pac action figures. Who do we got first? Let's bring in some friends and maybe foes, but here we got China. One Night in China, who X-Pac participated in, which is a pornographic film with X-Pac sticking it to China. So here's China. DX look when she's holding Triple H's belts. Triple H dumps her. Ends up marrying Stephanie McMahon, the boss's daughter. What a fucked up predicament. X-Pac gets that sloppy seconds. That's what happened. Let's bring in a good friend of X-Pac, and that would be Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. Now, I've seen in interviews with Nash and Scott Hall and X-Pac that they say that Kurt is actually like the de facto leader and helped create the Clique. So you think it's 5 members, it's actually 6, because this guy right here had a lot to do with the up and coming of X-Pac, Scott Hall or Razor Ramon, and then Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels trained under Kurt. So let's bring them all out here. We got Scott Hall and his NWO attire. Most recent one from the 3-pack. Looking real good. We got old school Big Daddy Cool here. Big man. Very old figure. I think this is maybe my second WWE figure that I've ever bought. Then we're gonna bring in Shawn Michaels here. And of course, this version, Triple H. Going to the megaphone. So lots of good buddies here, lots of buddies lost. Mr. Perfect and Scott Hall, 2 of my favorites. X-Pac is up there too, so don't die anytime soon, please, Sean. But yeah, awesome figure. 6.8, respectable. Let's look at that paint. It is dried just about. I had to use 2 different shades. It's still got a little ways to go, but it's looking better than a bunch of scuff marks on there that just exposed some white, the white plastic underneath. It's kind of pearlescent white. But yeah, other than that, engineering's great. The articulation's great. The gear is awesome. The face scan is bar none one of the best. Yeah, they got him down, as you can tell from most of these guys over on this side. They got X-Pac's face down. So yeah, let's call it quits there. X-Pac, 1, 2, 3 Kid, Sean Waltman, great figure. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Yeah, I hope it's helpful, like when I bust out the paint pens, you know, doing some little surgeries and stuff. You guys can see that. Most figures, it's a quick fix if you know how. You know, you can do the pop and like heat it up, boil some water, use a air dryer, hair dryer. Soften and heat up that plastic and just pop it out, and from there look into it. Maybe you can use some glue, use some paint pen, and just make your figures dazzle and look better. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks again. We'll see ya on the next one. Peace out. Double peace out.